What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. And today's video is going to be a nice little short video on how to drop your subframe on your E chassis. Okay guys, so you can do this on a lift or jack stands. Now we're going to be using the lift because we already have that and it's just going to be easier. So you need an engine support bar and pretty much we already have it set up.
So there's a screw point in your engine where your tow hook actually goes in perfectly. I don't even know if this is meant for it, but it's like they are because it screws in perfectly, no slack, anything. Screw it all the way down, and then you have your engine support bar, which this is from Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight, 70 bucks.
So it's not bad.
It's pretty cheap.
You can do this on the ground on jack stands like this,
yeah.
But you want to line it up on both sides as evenly as you can. I mean, as you can see, this one's a little bit shorter than this one.
Yeah.
And then this will tilt a little bit, and you just tighten them, and then you bring up the slack on your actual center support bar. So now this engine is, if
really
I drop
sturdy.
the subframe, it's not moving.
Yeah, so this is exactly what you want to do. Make sure the engine is supported so that when you do drop the subframe, the engine doesn't like fall down. That would be bad. Like we said, you could do it on jack stands or lift. We're gonna be using the lift, but it's definitely possible on jack stands. So when you drop the subframe, normally what you want to do, like jobs that you want to do are like the oil pan, turbos, engine mounts, stuff like that. So it is useful to know how to drop the subframe. All right, if you guys are gonna be using jack stands, go ahead and just take off the wheels. It's gonna save so much hassle for when you're actually having to do all the work. So just go ahead and take off the wheels. All right guys, so this is what we're gonna be dropping today.
So basically, steering rack moves out of the way, control arm, sway bar, cross member, front, control arm. So you got two control arms, sway bar, steering rack moved out of the way, and then that's it.
All right, okay, so go ahead and take off these bolts. Okay, so there's 6 bolts. There's 2 under here. There's 2, one right here, and then there's 2 more down here. So just go ahead and take those off. Go ahead and take off the plastic pieces. Yeah, and then the 1 bolt's right here, 1's right here. Same on this side, 1 right here, and then 1's right here. The control arms. So next we're doing the steering rack, and there's a few bolts right here. What size are they?
There's 413.
413. Okay.
And then
right here,
right here. Rack, but
this is the aftermarket, but
you'll have a 16 and a 16 on your OEM one.
Okay. So it'll be a 16 on OEM.
And then you pull your sway bar end links out.
Pull your sway bar end links, and then these are 13s.
Yeah, 13.
Right here and right in here.
Crazy.
Okay, so next we're taking off these, and it's a 21 mil right here and right here. So sometimes you have to put a T35 in there, and then you're gonna have to spin it. But let's see if we can get
ratchets. And you can, you can zip them off.
And this is what we were talking about, guys, with the T35. So you need a crescent wrench, and then you need the T35. Alright guys, so we got all the suspension parts off. Right now we're taking off a little bit of, what is this thing right here?
We're taking off the power steering rack.
Power steering rack right now. So what you gotta do is you gotta put the wrench in there and then put like, I think it's a
16.
Yeah.
And then I use 3/8 because it works well.
Yeah.
Hold it and it comes out.
Cool. So we're taking that off right now. And then over here, guys, so let me show you. So under here, we're under the car. Right here are where the motor mounts are. So if you do want to end up replacing these, this is how you would do it, right?
Yeah.
So right in here, right down there. And what size is this again? It's a 3/8. What, T? Is it a T? What is it? It's an E. It's an E. Oh, just a 3/8.
Socket, yeah, 3/8.
Sock. Okay. It's nice. A 3/8 socket.
You can use inverted Torx.
Inverted Torx.
Because you see it's an inverted Torx bit, but I don't use that. I use 3/8 because
yeah,
it's never slipped on me or anything.
All right.
You have a good 3/8 set.
Yeah, don't get Harbor Freight tools, guys. But yeah, anyway, these are where the motor mounts are. So now that everything's disconnected, we undid the motor mounts. Well, the actual subframe is next. So one goes back over here. Same on the other side. This is the one in the middle right over there. That's the longest one, and then there's another one right over here.
And lowering?
Yeah, so the subframe is lower right now. This is the front one. All right, so now the subframe just lowered a little bit, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's a coolant pipe over here, guys, and there's another bolt. This pipe, right?
Yeah, right here.
Okay,
one bolt
so
here,
one,
2 bolts here that hold the pipe.
Yeah.
And there's a third one up here in this corner.
So the third one's up here.
You'll see it. It'll come down.
So right now we're taking off the steering rack. Pretty much just gotta pry it off. I like that. There we go.
Now that's off.
All right, guys. So here's the subframe right here, just like that, and you have to kind of like finesse it. Yeah, like this, just like that, out of the
steering rack. Yeah.
Okay.
And then as long as you did everything up top right, your engine should sit flush.
Yeah.
No coming down. This is the way you do your motor mounts. I think you could just loosen them. If you're doing motor mounts, you might have to just drop it a little bit from the rear, but
yeah, that's for motor
honestly,
mounts.
doing it this way is the easiest way, especially if you go this far. And
Yeah.
then now, if you needed your oil pan, as you can see, every bolt except for
Oh my gosh, yeah, look how easy it is to get to this now, guys.
bolts, gasket, bolt back on.
Literally, if you guys take off the subframe, I suggest doing everything. Like just get
And as
motor
you can see
mounts,
here,
everything.
Here's the 2 turbos.
Here are the turbos, because what we're actually gonna do, he's gonna replace the turbos. That's why we're dropping it. But if it's already dropped, you guys might as well do oil pan gasket, engine mounts,
So we'll check these.
engine mounts, and
See how
then,
close this one is?
yeah, look how bad this engine mount is, guys.
So I might have to buy a new one and check this one. This one's still good. See how stiff
That
it is?
one's, yeah.
It's not the best, but it's still good. This one's, you can see,
That one's
just broke
shot.
loose. That one's done.
And while it's down, guys, another good tip is to just go ahead and pressure wash all this oil off, because when it's on there, it does smell, when it heats up, it does smell bad. So you might as well just clean it while it's down. But other than that, this is how you guys take off the subframe. It's good for oil pan gasket, motor mounts, turbos, whatever else you need to get to.
These are all high pressure lines.
Yeah.
So you can technically just let this sit here as long as you're not pulling on it or dragging on it.
Yeah, and this is
Or you
fine
can
like
also,
this,
if
yeah.
it's not very heavy, you can try to at least zip tie it on or use some bungee cords or something.
Yeah, another good tip is to bungee cord it. Hopefully this video helped you guys. Remember to stay safe, stay happy, and stay in that BMW, and I'll catch you guys later.